Welcome to Online English Academy. Please watch the video until the end and several times to improve your speaking and listening skills.
In the heart of an old city, hidden deep within a narrow, forgotten alley, there was a small restaurant with no sign above its door. No one could remember when it had opened or who had built it, but its delicious scents of fresh bread, melted butter, and strange, magical spices filled the streets for blocks. Locals whispered stories about it, calling it a taste of the moon. The owner of the restaurant was a mysterious woman named Serafina. She was in her 30s, with flowing black hair and soft gray eyes that seemed to see through time. Her hands always smelled of mint, firewood, and something that reminded people of childhood dreams. Serafina was more than a chef, she was a sorceress, the last of a forgotten order known as the true cooks. These were women and men who didn't just cook for hunger, but for the soul. With the right ingredients, they could mend broken hearts, bring back lost memories, or even freeze time for a single blissful moment. Serafina had grown up in a mountain village where cooking and magic were one and the same. Her mother taught her to whisper to the herbs, to feel the emotions hidden inside each spice, and to stir soups with purpose. When she was 10, her grandmother gave her a worn, leather-bound book titled Recipes for the Heartful Cook. Inside were not just instructions, but spells disguised as dishes. From that moment, Serafina's destiny was sealed. Years later, in her enchanted kitchen, she created dishes that could touch the soul. A quiet poet once regained his lost inspiration after a single spoonful of her winter silence soup. A grieving woman recalled her first love thanks to Serafina's memory pasta, and an elderly man cried with joy when her stew of remembrance let him hear the laughter of his late wife again. One rainy evening, a stranger arrived at the restaurant, a tall man with golden eyes and a long black cloak. He sat at the farthest table and waited. When Serafina approached, he said in a low voice, "I need the dragon soul stew." Her eyes narrowed. That was no ordinary dish. "Why?" she asked. "I was once a golden dragon," he said, "but I defied my king and was cursed into human form. Only a meal prepared by a true cook can break the spell." Serafina said nothing at first. She simply nodded. To prepare the dragon soul stew, she would have to descend into the forbidden kitchen, an ancient, magical space hidden beneath the restaurant, sealed long ago. With her talking cat, Paprika, and her enchanted Spoonier, Serafina descended the spiral stairs into the secret world of her ancestors. Inside the forbidden kitchen, she faced enchanted ingredients that were very much alive. Tomatoes sang lullabies. Onions made her relive every painful memory she'd ever had. The oil danced like flames, and the pots had opinions on everything she cooked. To complete the stew, she needed salt of fireheart, which she pulled from the breath of a stone dragon, memory mushrooms from the forest of dreams, which only grew where forgotten tears fell, and a golden emotion egg, stolen from a glowing owl with feathers of cinnamon and smoke. After 3 exhausting nights, Serafina returned, her arms burned, her clothes torn, and her eyes bright with focus. In total silence, she cooked. The smell of the broth made guests smile and weep all at once. The steam rose like dreams from the pot. Each ingredient danced to its own tune, and the final stew glowed faintly with golden light. The man took one bite. Light burst from his chest, and his human form faded, revealing a majestic golden dragon with wide blue wings and a shimmering, living heart. The curse was broken. Serafina had done what no one else could. But restoring the dragon woke something darker. The return of a true dragon stirred the attention of old enemies, sorcerers who once hunted the true cooks and wanted their magical recipes for themselves. That night, the city shuddered as the sky filled with dark clouds and lightning. The sorcerers came, demanding Serafina's ancient cookbook. She refused. With a flick of her wrist, the restaurant transformed. Spoons flew like arrows. Knives spun through the air. Her cat, Paprika, grew into a tiger of fire and smoke. And every pot, bowl, and oven roared with enchanted fury. The restaurant became a battlefield of flavors and flame. But in the end, Serafina didn't win with violence. She baked a single cake, the cake of peace. Whoever took a bite could no longer hate, no longer lie, no longer wish for war. The sorcerers, one by one, sat down and ate. They cried. They apologized. And they left in silence. The dragon bowed to Seraphina. "Come with me," he said. "To the realm of dragons. You could be our high enchantress, our royal chef." Seraphina smiled gently. "I am a sorceress, yes. But first, I am a chef. My magic belongs to the people who need." The dragon nodded, understanding. With a final flash of golden light, he soared into the night sky, leaving trails of stardust behind. Seraphina turned back to her kitchen, where the fire still danced and the scent of cinnamon lingered. Paprika purred beside her, his flames now warm and calm. Outside, the line of hungry people was already forming. And Seraphina, the chef who had fed dragons and tamed sorcerers, picked up her spoon once more, with love, and a dash of magic.
Thank you for watching the video until the end. Please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and like our video.